Hey, do we have a camera? Do we have a camera? We do have a camera, and it's showing my, showing my underpants up there. No, no underpants at the minute. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Look what you've done to the sofa, Lulu. What have you done to my sofa? Yes, what have you done, young lady? Eh? What have you done? What have you done? Eh? Let's back up a bit. There we go. Here we go. What have you done to my sofa? Hey, little pickle. Yes, you are. You're a little pickle. Right, okay. Back sofa. But yeah, sit. Good girl. If you sit and you're a good girl, then you get ham. Yeah, just some ham. You do like ham, don't you? I like ham as well. Fuck you, this is my ham. Yes, it is. It is my ham. You can have bits, but at the same time, we shouldn't be giving you too much ham because it's got high salt content. Therefore, it's going to make you sick, or just at least unhealthy. Okay, this bit's for me. I get the big bit. Fuck you. I don't know. You get a little bit. There we go. Okay, all gone. You can have the paper if you want. Want the paper? Paper smells like ham. She can eat the paper. There you go. The screen gets a shot of Lulu's butt. You're welcome. Right. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I hope you're having a lovely morning. Actually, over here things are busy. Very busy indeed. Hang on a second. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Loads of crap in my pockets. Bear with me just a second. Just need to mute the microphone. Right, okay. So yes, insofar as today is concerned, I wasn't actually planning to stream this morning, because I had an appointment in the city that I needed to go to. However, that appointment has been cancelled at the last minute, so here I am. So I'm just going to, well, continue the normal plan, really. I'm going to just stream for a little bit, not too long, probably about an hour and a half or so, and then I'm going to get on with editing today. So for those who are interested, editing takes the form of the next YouTube video, which is Armour Bullshittery Part 9. Insofar as how far it's going, if you're a patron or a Twitch sub, I've sent you an update yesterday. Check your email and you will see precisely how it's going. But for everyone else, the broad strokes, it's nearly the end of the third week of work. I should be, according to how long it takes me to make a video, I should be between 5 to 10 minutes into an edit. However, this edit is 16 minutes long instead of the normal standard 10 minutes. Therefore, I will need more time. I will need at least another week and maybe a little bit more. So instead of 3 to 4 weeks, it's more like 5 to 6. And I'm approaching, so 5 to 6 week effort, and I'm approaching the end of the third week. So there's still quite a bit left to do. Sorry, bear with me. Just getting Steam messages. Oh, I see. No, sorry. Edberg was giving me some hardware advice because I need to do a bit of a hardware upgrade. He says don't buy a certain capture card because they work shit with OBS. Okay. I will try to remember that. Sorry, what brand? Sorry, which brand again? So I remember. What are you doing, honey? Lulu's sitting at my feet instead of on the sofa. I've got no more ham. Lulu, sofa. You're the eye candy. Sofa. Sofa. Good girl. There you go. You're supposed to be the eye candy. Yeah. Look. Lulu, sofa. Sofa. Fetch. Good girl. There you go. Sorry, what was I saying? What's that, Grumpy? I thought you were saying that I wanted a normal length bullshittery. Yes, indeed. I did want that. However, the circumstances just being what they are, it just kind of changed. I chose a style of footage that I could not easily cut to a certain length. Is my microphone bad? Should be the right microphone. Hang on a second. No, should be okay. Right, so, oh yes, does the messaging system on Twitch still work? Intermittently, it seems, Antaru. So most people saying that, when it comes to, when they're not receiving the Twitch updates, it's because it's in the spam folder, as in they've put their Twitch notifications in their spam folder, and it's gotten removed. So if you check your spam folder, if you're a Twitch sub, check your spam folder, look for Twitch, you will probably find the update, probably. But that being said, there are some people who are just not getting the updates, and I don't know why. I think it's because the Twitch service is shite, I think. Anyway, right. Put a gate on the sensitivity. Yes, it's probably because the window is currently open and there's a lot of traffic because it's a busy road. So I can close that. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm just going to wander to the window. Take off my fleece. How is that? Is that better? Right. Okay then. So RimWorld. Right. Okay. So, Digby was playing a bit of RimWorld last night, and therefore he put me in the mood. RimWorld, for those not familiar, is an adventure game. You could say survival game, but truth be told, I'm not so convinced. It's more about the drama that occurs between people who are stuck on this RimWorld, so on the Galactic Rim. It's very, very Firefly, for those familiar with Firefly, as in it's lots of gunpowder and Western hats and stuff. There is high technology in the core worlds. You know, you've got nanotech and all that stuff, and robots that serve your every whim. Thank you, gamer. Thank you very much. But for the most part, it's black powder weapons and swords and whatever you can find, really. So it's a story of a colony effort. This colony ship, presumably, it's not exactly spelled out, but it's implied. So this colony ship was carrying thousands of families and friends and pets and stuff in cryopods. It's had an accident, it's exploded in orbit, and all of the cryopods appear to be raining down through the atmosphere and crash landing, setting up, well, people desperate to survive and forming small communities, some of them good, a lot of them bad, all fighting over the remnants of the old world. We have landed up here. We have landed on the Arctic tundra, and therefore we have formed a colony which we've called Tundrafall. So I'm just going to load up Tundrafall. Thank you, Hugo is that guy, and before that, Gamer, and before that, Fearless. Thank you, all of you. That's very generous. Thank you. How many hours have I played RimWorld? I've played RimWorld for... Hang on, there's Tundrafall. I've played RimWorld for 481 hours so far. So, a few. Right, here we go. Yeah, so here we are. So we're currently in the middle of a volcanic winter. It's the 8th of winter, so each season takes 15 days. And the base is pretty big, but quite worse for wear at the minute. We've suffered a pretty nasty robot attack, which eliminated most of our turrets and also killed one of our colonists called, it was Kirky, that was it, Kirky. She was a new joiner, a rancher at the age of 51. That's where she died. She bled to death in the snow. She basically went berserk in the middle of the fight and started wandering around in a psychotic daze and was eventually shot dead by an angry robot. Probably this one, this Scyther. Thank you, Mirren Fire. Thank you, Mirren. Thank you. That is most generous. Right, so at the minute, my other colonists, about 15 of them, are just going about their chores. We did unfortunately lose another golden retriever. Bouncer has died of hypothermia. It is minus 50 degrees outside. Extremely cold. Cold enough to freeze your eyelashes. So I need to limit the amount of time that people spend outside and make sure that the ones that do go outside have sufficient protective clothing, and not all of them do. Thank you, Wixcap. Thank you very much. How did I get more people? Steadily, over time. Very steadily. Okay. A pretty hard starting area. Yes, indeed. It is the second hardest starting area. The hardest one, if I just show you Sexy Egg, which is the name of the planet seed. So we are on an ice sheet here. This is sea ice. That is the hardest one. The only way you can survive on the sea ice is to start with 3 colonists and basically have 2 of them eat the third one, because there's no food. And then from beyond that, After that point, you wait for bandit attacks, and when they arrive, you more or less eat anybody who comes to your colony. That's the only way you can make it. Until you get hydroponics bays operational, of course, which is quite some time into the game. So yes, pretty harsh. Thank you, Rafuri. Thank you very much, Rafuri. Thank you. Right, okay then, so things so far are good. I'm trying to get the secondary wing operational, including its hydroponics bay on the corner here. Oh, it's quite warm in there now, 20 degrees. That's good. We can actually get the hydroponics operational. So please enable all of them. I'd like a cash crop, really. So let's go with psychoid. If we grow psychoid, we can then process it into drugs, which we can either use ourselves or we can sell to traders that might be passing by. Am I turning the hydroponics bays off? No, they're coming online. Good, and Porter has already started planting the crops. Now, how are we doing in terms of battery power? It's declining quickly. Can we support that number of hydroponics bays? Why is a hydroponics bay in the shape of a swastika? Well, because obviously I have a secret political affiliation, and I feel that the only way I can express this is in the configuration of my hydroponics bay. Also, it's the most efficient pattern based on this well, this is the sun lamp, so this is its reach, and this is how you can fit the maximum amount of hydroponics bays within that space, really. Yeah. Okay, so around the rest of the colony, people are just going about their chores. We have Vassal, my primary crafter, a 31-year-old psychopath, building components, which is what we desperately need, because we really need to replace the turrets that were all destroyed. And they need components and steel. I think steel we're sort of okay on. We've got like a big steel vein down there, mineral vein that we're metal, the ore that we're cutting into. But components we need to manufacture ourselves or buy via traders. Now traders we're not going to get at this temperature unless they're in space. So yeah, we're going to have to manufacture them. Major break risk, yellow. Yellow is a 59-year-old old man and the husband of Ryoma. He's feeling bad because he was recently insulted by... Is it Bweep? I reckon it's probably going to be Bweep. Who insulted him? Too long ago. Not sure. Hang on. Character needs... Where is it? Social. No, it's Holy Neville. Oh, God. So Neville's walking around the colony. You son of a biff. What's the need for the 2 normal lights in the hydroponics bay? That is because... That is a good question. It might be to do with the fact that at night, if we're harvesting and the sun lamp is off... Wait, the sun lamp's not on. Fuck. What do you mean you're not assigned to flicking? Everyone should be assigned to flicking. Flicking switches when required. I think it's because the ability to harvest is based on the light level, I think. And therefore at night time when the sun lamp is off, we need some light in there. I think. Might be wrong. Don't quote me there. Hello, Lulu. Sorry, Lulu's being clingy. Do you want attention, honey bunny? You can sit on my lap so long as you don't squirm and make a big fuss. Lulu, sofa. Sofa. Good girl. Lap. Up. Come on. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. There's a good girl. Right. Oh. Thank you, Twitch McTwitchface. Thank you very much. Right, okay, the dog is now on my lap. Now, you've got to sit still. You can smell ham on my lips, so she's trying to lean into my mouth. Yes. Right, you sit. Sit. Ah. Good girl. There we go. Right, dog is now on my lap. Let's see how cooperative she's going to be. She's currently smelling the keyboard. Now she's pressing the arrow key. That's not me. That's her. Okay. Right. Right, so it's currently 7 in the evening, so most of the colonists are winding down, either in the dining room or the rec room. So yeah, we have a rec room with a billiards table, hydroponics bay here. Good. The alpaca, we've had to cull a couple of the alpaca because we didn't have food for all of them. But yeah, we should be okay, hopefully. We just need to get the turrets operational again. All of them. Lulu, honey. She's trying to lean in for a kiss. She can smell ham on my breath. Hey? You trying to kiss me? Lulu, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, silly sausage. Right. Okay. Oh, major break risk. Kaz, what's wrong? Hungry. Yeah, go get food, dude. Lady. Okay. A hare has self-tamed itself. In this area? No, this is over at Morningwood, which is our lumber camp that we occupied a couple of years ago. We've had to leave it, though, because the situation was such that we didn't have sufficient fuel to, to send the drop pods over there constantly. We still don't have sufficient fuel. I've been growing some trees, and these are almost at the point of harvest. Once we have these trees, we can start decomposing them for chem fuel, which we'll need to send drop pods and stuff. Maybe we can mine some more as well. That'd be a good idea. Okay. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Neo? It's good. RimWorld is very good. How long have I been with ZF? Around 2013, I think it was. Roughly. Hang on a sec. Sorry, you can't see it, but Lulu's being so clingy. She's grumbling because I'm not paying attention to her. Listen. Are you getting jealous? You getting jealous of the PC? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it, but she's looking at me going, like, pay attention to me. Oh, she's farted. Oh, honey. Oh, that's a stinker. Oh, my God. Honey bunny. That's revolting. It's a silent but deadly. Oh. Honey. Yes, you. Farting on my lap. Silly. Right. Oh, God, Lulu. Yes. Okay, so, yeah, the colony's going to wind down now. It's 10 in the evening, so all the hydroponics bays go offline to preserve power. Wind is so-so, because it's a volcanic winter, and obviously at night, solar energy is going to be reduced. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you very much, Stevie. Thank you. Right. Yeah. We need to take more advantage of this. Yeah, we need to seal this in properly and get this geothermal vent in play insofar as, heat is concerned. Yeah, these bedrooms are freezing. We need to get these heaters online. So in the wintertime, when it's minus 60, this single wall is not sufficient to keep the temperature. I also need to get these moisture pumps operational so that we can drain as much of this lake as possible, because apparently this is gravel and we can grow things in gravel. There's no soil here on this biome, but there is gravel. And it does grow potatoes. Very slowly. Also pine trees. Again, slowly, but they grow. Hello, darling. Hello, Lulu. Who's your good girl? You trying to lick me? Yes, you are. Mwah, give me a kiss. Good girl. Good girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes. Sorry. I'm a little bit fond of this dog. Just a little bit fond of this dog. All of the northern defences are currently shagged. We'll need to repair those quickly. Also, let's get... Oh, no. I did put this stockpile here intentionally to get elk, because there are a bunch of dead elk out there. Let me cancel that zone. Move these two animals, including Bouncer, our golden retriever. Put them in the kitchen. We're going to need their food. Good to hear it, Angry Fraggle. Yeah, it's worth it, dude. Seriously. Oh, yes, you're cross-stitching. Sorry, is that Miss Janel? Did you do... you did that thing for Quebec. That's awesome. If that's you, that's brilliant. You have a talent. You have a talent indeed. Thank you, Zesmal. Thank you very much, Zesmal. Thank you. Right. You think Cyanide and I should play more often? Well, he's got his uni stuff right now. So he's busy with his uni stuff, and also just purely through the hours. We kind of work, we play at odd hours, which is a bit difficult. We're around on the weekend. Like, we played PUBG last weekend. Like, last Friday. But, yeah, so he tends to be around more in the afternoons, and I'm usually editing at that point. But yeah, he's at uni right now. Okay, so yeah, it's currently 1 in the morning. Okay, Lulu has finally flopped down in my lap and is now trying to sleep, which is good. Thank you, Draft Spunk. Thank you, Draft. All right then. Cool. Well done, Miss Janely. It is a fantastic work there. Fantastic. How long did it take you? Roughly. Cool. Everyone's sleeping. So we've got a wing over here, which is our main dorm. The trouble is, as warm and cozy as this place is here, it's got a slight problem in that it's hang on. A slight problem in that it's actually beneath a rock outcrop. So there was a rock here that we tunneled into, and as a result, it's slightly vulnerable to infestations. So in terms of the genetically engineered bugs that inhabit the mountains, so not ideal. perhaps it would be a better idea to convert this into storerooms, like 4 storerooms, and then have incendiary devices in them that can be easily detonated in the event of infestation, and perhaps move dorms over here into B-Wing. Maybe. We'll see. Hi there, Finny. How long have I had Lulu? So almost 2 years. Her 2-year birthday's coming up in June. Thank you, Tenazil. Thank you very much, Tenazil. And I used to have a tiny, cuddly little puppy that would fit in more or less one hand. You could pick her up in one hand. And now I've got this fat-ass thing that's flopped on my lap right now. All of her skin is sort of molded into my lap. Flabby thing. Yes, it's Dwarf Fortress Draft. This game is Dwarf Fortress. Do I live off to... Well, someone XDDD. It's crowdfunding. So I make my living off crowdfunding, making the YouTube videos. So just Twitch subs and Patreon pledges once a month for anyone who's interested. And thank you kindly for doing so. Vespa and Abusa, thank you both. Yeah, thank you both. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you. So yeah, I work to their pleasure. So I send out updates to them and polls and stuff. And so long as they're happy for me to keep editing, I shall. When they're not happy, then I shall stop and probably get a real job. Although I'm not looking forward to that future interview. Whenever it eventually turns up. So, what have you been doing with your life for the last few years? I've been sitting in my underpants, putting words on stuff. Oh dear. Well, I need to get some real qualifications, I think. Editing qualifications. There's got to be something. I'll have a look around. It's not been a priority at the minute. So I can at least turn up and say, I've got these qualifications. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, our domesticated rabbit that tamed itself is now dinner for this Timberwolf. But no one gives a shit, because no one even met it. Yeah, so this is Morningwood, so our lumber camp. Is that room still sealed? It is. Sealed room with lots of gear. Okay. In what corner can you find me so I can work for your pleasure? We don't talk about that, Tenderzill. We'll talk about that in the PMs. Yeah. Okay, we're losing power quite quickly. Maybe we're not in the position to properly run this hydroponics bay. Mio, so the 20-year-old now, could you please go in here and just switch these off? Not quite ready, I think. Yeah, so we're losing power. So I guess in the middle of a volcanic winter, it's probably not the best time to run a secondary hydroponics operation. Okay. There we go. So power's coming back online. So this is a huge power drain, you see. Thank you, Messi. 12 months, Messi. Thank you. Thank you very much. A year with this twat and enjoying yourself, there must be something seriously wrong with you. I know, you have no taste, Messi. You have no taste. Like, you know, there are really interesting, thought-provoking videos on the internet. You know, there are video essays by really talented people. And then you got this cunt. And I'm just, like, putting words on stuff, really. It's kind of lazy, when you think about it. I could be, you know, writing, taking the effort and writing something good. But no, I'm just putting words on stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Sol1212. Thank you. I could be doing, like, lots of amazing special effects. But no. Just words on stuff. Yeah. Right, what was I doing? So I was trying to get the hydroponics bay operational, but in the so the turrets are the priority. We need to get the defenses back online. So, do we have I guess it's components. So this is just a thing that's steadily, Vassal's just making components, but we can't really speed that up. Deep drill. Okay, there are no resources beneath this deep drill. We need more steel. So, somebody please put on. Someone go switch on the ground penetrating radar. Dragoner, can you do that? Okay. There we go. It's come online. So now I can see, or I can at least broadly detect what's beneath each individual thing. So we need to get that one online as a matter of urgency. So we need the components to do it. I assume that's steel? That's definitely steel. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we need to get these other drill heads operational. To the point that I'm actually going to cancel Cancel these. Cancel those. We do need them, but if we don't get steel in and the components especially, yeah, the psychoid plants are dying because it's too cold. Oh, of course, and we're putting steel there as well. Bugger. Quite a bit of steel, 100 apiece. Yeah, we need to get these drilling heads operational, otherwise we don't get any fresh steel. Thank you, Miss Janely. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very kind of you. And well done with your work of art. Okay, where's Bitterritter? Bitterritter is a 28-year-old rocket scientist who handles most of my building. She's currently working on the power conduit. Could you please go over here and deconstruct this drill bit and build one here instead? We need to get a fresh source of steel urgently. Okay, also deconstruct this heater. In fact, we can probably deconstruct most of the things in here and take off this wall. So I sealed this off to try and keep the miners warm. But it's not really working. It's still minus 34 in there, so that plan kind of fell through a bit. Yeah, it was good fun, a Duck Slayer. Yeah, it was good. I don't know, Barber. Sorry. I'm sending out the updates and everything, and Twitch assures me that there's no problem, but if you're not getting the updates, then the Twitch website must have an issue. I'm not really sure how to solve it. Sorry. Maybe I can come up with a solution. I need to come up with a solution. But yeah, I'm still sending out the updates. Maybe I should send just text ones with no links. Maybe. I'll try that. I'll try that next. No links. Or if I do put in links, I'll remove the formatting. Yeah, it's weird. Lots of people say they get the update, and it just seems a small minority do not. Thank you, Messi. Yes, if you could send on the update to Barber, that would be appreciated. Thank you. Right, so deconstruct this heater bitter, and then I hope we'll have sufficient components to make that drill bit. How many components do we need? 3? 3. Bugger. Okay. So that's 2. Right, so we need 1 more, I think. Yeah, she's off to get it. She's found a component in Vassal's room. Good. Thank you, Harko. Thank you very much, Harko. Alright then. So yeah, need to get this drill operational so we can get more steel. How are we doing with the battery power? It's climbing. Yeah, the volcanic winter limits the amount of sunlight we get, so everything's orange. Food is not as great as it used to be, although to be fair, we're making lots of pemmican, which is nice. Pemmican, we've got 345 of it, stores for a very long time, and will let us travel great distances with preserved food. Doesn't taste very nice, but it will let us travel, which we might need to do. We'll see. Might be psychopath. We'll see. Oh, hang on. There's a bunch of scyther blades just leave out in the open. Porter, can you grab those? Thank you, XD. Thank you very much, XD. Thank you. Hang on a minute. Dumping stockpile. Stone blocks. Okay, cancel stone blocks. Put them here instead. Yeah. Put them in the middle. The stone blocks can sit out in the open. It's not as if they can decay. They're stone. Thank you, Voynich Architect. Thank you very much. Okay, Bitterritter's walking back through the snow. It's currently the 9th of winter. It's minus 52 degrees. Poppycock, major break risk. Feeling terrible and is injured. From an old gunshot wound in the left leg. Okay. Jen the Tribal and Major Brain Damage the Scared Child are working in the kitchen to produce food. Fine meals, which we're getting stockpiled. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, good. Bitterritter is getting this deep drill operational. Perfect. Please also deconstruct that while you're there. Won't take long. And then maybe also the wall, just to save time. Tediously clicking. Also, every few moments I feel a light, warm breeze on my right wrist, where Lulu's bumhole is. And then I dread the next few seconds where I have to smell it. Frenchies are disgusting creatures. Okay. Oh, Dopius. So it used to be fairly even Stevens between Patreon Patreon and Twitch, but Twitch recently took over just through numbers. Just there are just generally a lot more Twitch subs than there are patrons. But thank you. That's very generous. Either way, it's very kind of you to consider. Thank you. Very generous. Okay. Have I ever tried Happy Wars? No, I'm not familiar with it. What's died? Oh, that plant. Why? Low power. Why low power? Oh, I left the radar on. Wait, can you turn that off? And also, we're probably still suffering from low wind now and low solar power. Thank you, Beer Kind and Joe Egg. Thank you very much. And Jacket Potato. Thank you. Yes, I see you did, Jacket. Thank you. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's okay, Lulu. Hang on. I just opened up a fizzy water thing, and Lulu just freaked out. It's okay. It's okay. No, sit, Lulu. It's okay. Just sparkling water. It's okay. Did that spook you, honey bunny? Did that spook you? Who's a good guy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Who's a good guy? Who's a good guy? Yeah? You grumbling? I don't know if you can hear it. She's grumbling. She's like, rah, rah, rah. Like, how dare you? Right, okay. Dunno, Subbin. Depends if it's any good. Sorry, when it comes to games, generally there are a lot of games, and talk is cheap in the gaming industry. So I really have to sort of wait, see if a game is performing well insofar as its reviews, both user reviews and professional, and if it looks good, then I'll look into it. However, new releases, especially if you're a streamer or a YouTuber, you get lots of people saying, try this, and it doesn't really cost anybody anything. Whereas, every limited amount of time, can't really play everything. Thank you, Droy. Thank you very much, Droy. Thank you. Yeah, better to just play the best bits. Yeah, the best ones. Oh, hang on, what was that? Sorry, message. Only if you're sure, Miss Jane Ellie. I wouldn't ask that of you, but that's very kind of you to offer. Thank you. Are there any big goals in the game to achieve? Escape the world, Godzilla. I've got to escape the world. So I have started research into building a ship. In fact, we can get quite far, can't we? Do we have everything we need? Ship computer core. Okay, and ship cryosleep caskets. We're going to need to research both. Okay. I need to bring the multi-analyzer back online. And then we can start researching. So I'm going to be building a ship somewhere, and we need to protect it as it's getting built. It's going to take a long time to build, but if we can build one, we can get the hell out of here. Right. Is Bitterritter okay? It's quite late in the evening. Get to bed, Bitterritter. Oh, she's got food. The reason for the double walling, Messy Essie, is for heat conservation. So I've got a large double wall, even a triple wall here, because obviously the base isn't going to expand far beyond that point. And I need to preserve the heat. So even though there is a heater in this room and it's bleeding into here, big room, storeroom, it's 8 degrees in there, even though it's minus 58 here through the, thick wall. Thank you, Sheezrill. Thank you very much, Sheezrill. It also has the added bonus of just generally being harder to get through. It can be tunneled through by bandits, but it will take them time. If they have explosives, they'll get through faster. But having thick outer walls can be a good initial defense. Generally, when you play RimWorld, it is a good idea to partition your base, firstly, in order to contain fires, and secondly, in order to contain invasion. Bandits stuck in a room will take longer to get through multiple rooms and multiple thick stone doors than, one door, they've got access to the whole damn base, Thank you, Decker. Thank you very much, Decker. Thank you. Sure, that's very kind, Jane. Very kind. Okay, right. People are winding down. It's the end of the second day of the stream. So it's 10 in the evening. Everybody's going to bed in A and B wing. There we go. Is this on hardest difficulty? Yes, it is. It's the extreme difficulty on Randy Random. So raids can come any time and be in any shape or form. We need to get the drill... Well, good. The drill head is operational. We should get a second drill head, as many as we can, and then just start building turrets. Lots and lots of turrets. Okay. Shield user has a ranged weapon. Poppycock. That's true. She is a shooter with a sniper rifle, but she has picked up a shield, which prevents her from firing outside of it. She'll need to drop that. Okay, the paste dispenser is broken down, so we have lots of machines, and a lot of them are malfunctioning, requiring components in order to repair. We are manufacturing components slowly. Maybe a second component assembly bench would be a wise investment, because we have 2 crafters who can do it. Why not? Production. Component assembly bench. It takes 14 components though. That's a bit of an ouchie. Bad temperature, really? Minus 10 degrees in there. With 2 heaters? Strange. I guess it's just too big a room. Too big a room. Yes, I like the wood room as well. We should get some stuff in there. How's the beauty value? The trees are improving the beauty, but the gravel is reducing it. But all in all, it's about 0.6. Why is it going down? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not too bad. We should put some more art and fancy furniture, and generally make it feel homely. What's the beauty value of the chairs? Plus 6. It depends how well made the chair is, I guess. Okay, what sort of elk hide? Okay, let's make some elk hide chairs, just to make it look nice. And we could also put in some other bits like tables and stuff. Put in a slate table, and put in a... let's put in a horseshoe pin as well, for anybody interested. Make it out of slate, put it there, and put a chess table, make it out of plasteel. Quite expensive, but it'll look good. Okay. I could do Fernian, but it's much better to just sort of learn by doing, really. No need to jump in a pre-existing save or tutorial or anything. No worries, Messi. Yes, no, yeah, it's all good. There is a way, I think, if you're sitting in the chat, to assist somebody who's clearly struggling, rather than backseating. You know, there's a difference between assisting and backseating. Like going, yeah, your hydroponics bay is missing this exact tile. Versus, hey, did you know that if you go for that steel over there, there's steel in that wall. Thank you, Tubraka. Thank you very much, Tubraka. And Funky Dory. Thank you, Funky Dory. Thank you both. Okay. Escape from Tarkov. Truth be told, Potato, Tarkov was one of those things that, it was one of the aforementioned talk is cheap. In that, yeah, it's quite easy to say, try Escape from Tarkov, but the game itself was, at least according to my clan mates, just a bit average, really. It wasn't really bringing much to the table. It was doing things that many other games had done, and it wasn't doing them as well. Probably not, just a middle of the road type game. Thank you, Fritz. Fritzcook. How do you say that? FRSTTCS. Thank you very much for subbing. Thank you. And Sham RTV. Thank you, Shamar. Thank you. We're suffering on power. Power down the research table. Shindens, can you do that? Yeah. Having low power issues, which is going to be a problem for the hydroponics. Thank you, Nezir. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, that's been changed, Tigru. People are no longer hard to hit when standing in the dark. So bunkers, not as necessary, but they are, well, they're fun to fight in, and also they can protect you from the elements. King Shiza, what's nearly behind a walled cave with when your colonists say they have a feeling of evil? Don't know. Maybe you should open it and find out. Yeah. Open one up. It can only be good things. Go on. Open one up. Thank you, Brummel. Thank you. Right, okay, so it's 10 in the morning. All the colonists have gotten their food. What's Jen doing? Making more fine meals? Let me just micromanage a bit. So Kaz, the demo expert, is currently making stone blocks. Is she really having to go that far? Guess we've got no haulers bringing her resources. Fair enough. Ryoma, the mathematician, is off to eat. Has been working in the hydroponics. Jen is cooking with potatoes. Yellow's cleaning. Some cargo pods have been detected over at Morningwood. No, this is here. Oh, some fine meals. Nice. We'll go grab those. Porter, could you please step outside and retrieve that one? And Bweep, can you do it? Maybe Bweep should stay inside the base for now. I don't think he has sufficient clothing. Mio can do it. Okay. Good. Poppycock is mining. Excellent. Wait, should you be mining, Poppycock? I suppose that the doctor, at the age of 23, doesn't have a great deal to do. Yeah, you can assist with the mining. So yes, Poppycock is just drilling down to access some steel. Okay. Yes, forgive me. I'd rather not do the have I tried this, have I tried that, because those questions tend to be kind of endless. Just chipping in your opinions on any specific game. You just get stuck in a loop. Do the colonists breed? No, they don't. They shag, but they don't breed. Which is a bit of a mercy, really. To bring a kid into this world would be kind of horrible. Okay. So some plasteel turrets are being built by Bweep, the actor, in the storeroom. Now, I am intentionally leaving these ones online. The reason for this is a pretty prime location for an infestation, as you see here. Now, if it's in the bedrooms, it's not that much of a problem. However, the storeroom is a bit of a pain, because obviously we want to preserve a lot of the stuff in there. So some active turret defenses may be able to assist in thinning out the infestation before it gets too insurmountable. Right. Dragon is still idle, not much to do. Poppycock is drilling. Need research project. We do, but I can't afford it insofar as power is concerned. Turrets are definitely the priority. We have to get turrets back as something of a sense of urgency. 100 steel apiece, Jesus. Thank you, Clue Steven. Thank you very much, Clue. Actually, no. Hang on. Calm down, honey. Okay, so Porter, the bodyguard, is off to binge on Psychite. So he's feeling rubbish. So he's dropped the meal that I sent him to get. And he's off to basically drink Psychoid Peco, is that how you say it? Pico, which is a type of tea. It's like a stimulating tea. It has a low chance to be addictive, but it just makes them feel quite good. He's off to binge on tea. Okay. If I unroof and rebuild the roof, will it replace the mountain? I don't believe you can. It's an overhead mountain. It's not like a little bit of rock, it's an overhead mountain. Oh, are you saying make it collapse? Is that what you mean? That's probably not the best idea. It is the heart of my base in the middle of winter. We would suddenly all of the central heat would be sucked out. It's not a good idea. Okay, a piece of a ship, so a piece of the colony ship, fell from orbit and exploded in Morningwood. Okay. Cool. Breep is confined inside for the minute because he's wearing clothes that are not quite good enough for outside minus 50 degrees. I should get him a new set, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, we can do that. We need more trousers. Let's queue up some more trousers. Oh, hang on. It seems we are. Good. So we're making some... Yeah, we're making some alpaca wool trousers, or Vassal should be. No, he's making components. What's little Miss Hixie doing? Hauling. 16 skill. Alright, hang on. Let's, hang on. No, Vassal should be making that. Let me change the skill ceiling on this. Okay, make it so that... Cancel that, please, Vassal. You go off and do that. Little Miss Hixie will handle the components. Yeah. So, Little Miss Hixie is a 20-year-old refugee in training, making crafting stuff, but she can handle the components. Vassal, my highest skill crafter, a 31-year-old psychopath, he's building the he's making clothing. And really good clothing as well. To create farmland inside, do I heat the room till the snow melted? Unfortunately, there is no soil, Oblivion. So if I melted the snow, it's just ice. It's pack ice. Look, it's just pack ice. So snow, thick, ice beneath it. However, there are a few patches of gravel around. Very few indeed. Let me show you. So, growing zones. That's a bit of gravel. That's a bit there. So, that is a bit that we can use. That. So there are patches of gravel. There is actually quite a big bit here, but the trouble is it's in my turret kill zone, really. So what I was thinking of doing was perhaps building, like linking up A and B wing, and then having, like, moving the turret kill zone somewhere down here, and then, you know, growing stuff. But yeah. So it's just one of the challenges of this particular biome. Is finding growing space. Weep, should we? I suppose you're okay at building. Okay. It's 7 in the evening, so the hydroponic bays are powering down. Can you continue the colony once you've reached the ship? Yes, you can. In fact, I often do. I sit there and see what happens, and normally the automated turrets stay online for a while because they're running on renewables. However, over time, raiders will attack. They will start to whittle down the turrets. They will gradually make dents in the defenses. And then eventually, when they can overwhelm the turrets, they will break into the base and they will start stealing stuff. Once they start setting fires, there's nobody around to fight them, so they tend to spread throughout the base steadily, destroying power infrastructure, destroying solar panels outside along with wind turbines. This stops the batteries from properly regenerating, meaning that all turrets eventually shut down, followed by internal heating. If you're in a particularly cold base, it means that your base will quickly settle and start to freeze and turn into a bit of a tomb. At which point raiders will continue to enter the base in various holes that they can cut into it, stealing the best bits, setting fire to everything else, until eventually your base is a hollowed out shell of brick and metal and dust. And basically a ghost of what it used to be. Sometimes random survivors would walk in. Okay, Kaz is off to binge on food. Sometimes random survivors would walk in, but it's quite difficult to get such a derelict base back in full shape, especially with the fire damage, which has probably ripped through the food reserves. We're still struggling on power. We do have a couple of emergency batteries. I'm going to install one now. Move this emergency, in fact both of them. Ryoma, could you please get these in play? So we are really struggling on power because of this volcanic winter. We're not regenerating sufficient. Yes. Power down all of those, please. Switch all of the lights off in this wing. It's not occupied, so it doesn't really matter. I wonder if I've also failed to connect up a certain generator, maybe? No, that's connected. Thank you, Feral. Thank you very much, Feral. No, it all appears to be connected. It's not clear where the main drain is, apart from perhaps I built too many heaters. Are these ones online? Aha, could this be the issue? Perhaps these turrets were still operational during the daylight hours. Okay. Mio, could you, before you go to bed, could you please disable these? Just to try and save as much power as we can. An exotic goods trader has been detected in orbit. Let's try and talk to them and sell the scyther blades that we've collected earlier. Okay. Oh, thank you, Finny, for doing that, man. It looks like the second wing power is separated from the main wing. It is severed, but we've got this bit here, so it should be all connected. We've got a redundancy, but yes, we do need to reconnect this here and here. Definitely, you're right. Research table. It should be disabled. What's that sound? Oh, Porter's still in the storeroom drinking all the psychoid tea. Damn it. Well, we got quite a bit of psychoid tea. That's nice. Is he addicted? No, but he's high. So a pain tolerance reduction and a tired, so he's more alert. Yes, it's coffee or tea. Well, it's tea really, isn't it? Lulu, honey, if you sleep like that, you're going to cut off circulation to my left hand. She's got her head resting on my left wrist. Hello, darling. You okay? You okay? I'm going to put you on the sofa. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay, you ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whee! There we go. Right. Ah. Da, 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 da. Good girl. Who's my good girl? Can I just get her something to occupy her? Hang on. Who's your good girl? Yes, you are. Oh. Okay. You see this? You see this? Okay. You got to work for it. Say rough. 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 Okay. Say howl. 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 Lulu. Howl. Howl. You can do it. Howl. Should we get the squeaky duck? Sorry, hang on. Should we get the squeaky duck? Fuck. Hang on a second. Right. Okay. You gotta work for it, honey. Okay. Ooh, just turn that there. Okay. Lulu, can you howl? Howl. Howl. Lulu. Howl. Good girl. Good girl. Howl. Howl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. So we still need the squeaky duck to make it work, but she's steadily getting there. I'm trying to get her to howl on command, but obviously she still needs the external training aid before she does it. But yeah, so right, she can go and chew that on the sofa. Thank you. Right, okay then. So, yes, Tundrafall, for those just joining, so the RimWorld colony, is turning out quite okay. It's the 11th of winter. Each season lasts about 15 days. So we're on the other end of winter. It's a volcanic winter, though, so it's minus 60 degrees due to the clogging of the atmosphere with lots of volcanic dust somewhere further south. So somewhere on this continent is a volcano spewing vast amounts of dust into the atmosphere. So it's clogging up the polar region. Yeah, so very little solar power right now. So we are struggling on the power generating side of things. Our defense is also quite low because we recently suffered a major attack by a large group of robots that savaged our defenses, but also killed one of us, Curti. She died. She was shot. She was shot and basically wandered out in a daze in the snow. Her weapon is still out there. We need to retrieve that. There's also a geothermal vent there. It's close enough to the base now, but again, it's in the kill zone, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah. Be honest, if I just turned on the Lulu cam and let her do her thing, our viewers would double. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's cute, isn't she? Right. It's a very good game, Alasco. I strongly recommend. Oh yes, the exotic goods trader. I did forget. Thank you very much. So who is... So Little Miss Hixie, I'm sorry to wake you up. It is 2 in the morning, but you need to go and talk to the trader now that the comm unit is back online. So let's go and see if we can trade with the exotic goods vendor. Now, the exotic goods vendor will buy art. Hopefully they'll also buy the Scyther blades, which are these sort of synthetic augmentations that I pulled off of the wounded robots outside in the ice. Now they do sell, so they sell for about 932 silver a piece. Really? Okay, that's odd. We've only got one of them. There were loads of them, so somewhere we need to go find them. There's somewhere in the base. An elephant tusk, thrombo horn. So what can I sell? Sell some of the sculptures that Yellow has made. They're quite shit, but silver all the same. Right. Why don't I put Lulu cam in the corner similar to a face cam? Yeah, it's just a bit distracting, to be honest. It's better to focus on the game rather than have such distractions. Right, small sculpture, good. Okay, so the trader, for all of this, they'll give us 1,577 silver. 15 neutro... Oh, we've got loads of neutramine, so that's a drug that you can use to manufacture other drugs. Not at the minute, Demon. Maybe at some point in the future, but not in the minute. Right, they do have components, 26 of them. I will purchase all of them. We're going to need them. They have Glitterworld medicine. Do they have social neural trainer? Ooh. One use of a superdose of mechanites to tune to train a specific skill. Administered through the eye. Quickly improve the subject's skill in a specific area. Worth 1,500. Social neurotrainer. It's probably not worth... No, we should probably save the silver for more important things. Such as, they have a pain stopper chip. I'm going to purchase it. The pain stopper chip will obviously stop pain. And since we have a number of colonists in permanent pain, that will be quite useful. Okay, buy one of those. We will also, in order to make sure the surgery succeeds, purchase 3 units of Glitterworld medicine. So it's like nanomachines. Right. Now I need to find the scythers. Find the scyther blades. Okay. There we go. Accept the trade. So this will cost me 1,716 silver. Here they come. Before you go to bed, little Miss Hixie, I'm so sorry. Could you grab the pain stopper just to get it out? Oh no, hang on. Is that no? It's not under a roof. The female Arctic wolf. I believe we have a breeding pair. We should be okay. We have 2. Did we lose it? Arctic wolf, husky puppy. No. So we've got huskies now, haven't we? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Jen and Weeper shagging. Happy shagging. I need to find the scyther blade. So where are they? Have they been put into a storeroom? A storeroom where we have no trade beacon, perhaps? Scyther... Yes, they have. There it is. So they're in this storeroom. So we're going to need to move them quickly. So this storeroom has a trade beacon. Ah, I see. Right, I see my error. So I deprioritized these as storerooms to make them into a rec room and a dining room. And I failed to build the new... Yeah, so we're going to have to quickly deconstruct these 2 beacons and move them over. Kaz, I'm sorry to wake you up. No path? What does that mean? No path. Oh, I sealed the room. Duh. Alright. I don't think we can pick up an... Oh! Duh! Sorry. I'm a retard. I'm so sorry. I can just reinstall them. Right. Pick that up. Put it over there. Go back to the trader. Sell the... sell those scyther blades. Sorry, I'm a special. I'm just special. How long have I played on this save? A while. A few weeks. Is Mia still blind? I'm afraid she is. Mio is still blind. She's lost both of her eyes in a fight. So she used to be one of my prime fighters. She's now frail. Well, she's blind. She's not frail. I'm sure she's quite unhappy about the arrangement. Little Miss Hixie is still awake. She's going back to bed now. Sorry. Before you go to bed, I know it's 4 in the morning. I know you're tired. Curtie died. Sweet baby Chang. One of our ranchers. Brand new to the colony. Okay. So... There they are. 3 scyther blades. Please sell them. So 2,796 silver they will give me. And while we're here, do I need anything else? They do have Arctic wolves. Nah. I think we're okay. Yeah. Right. There we go. Good. Some silver. And we'll use that to buy additional much needed supplies. Okay. So it's 4 in the morning. The colony continues to tick over. I would like to queue up the surgery for that pain stopper as soon as possible. Let me just have a quick look at the candidates. So is anybody experiencing pain? So Yellow's already got a pain stopper. So Yellow is a 59-year-old, the husband of Ryoma. He's a bit of a frail old animal trainer. He's now the current janitor. Oh, no. Because Curty was the rancher who took over, so I'm afraid you're going to have to... Yeah, he was taking over from Curty. Sorry, Curty was taking over from him to handle the animals. But she's dead, so I'm afraid Yellow... You're going to have to go back to it, I'm afraid. So, handle the animals and perform janitorial duties. So, Yellow, the old man, already has a pain stopper. Schinderhan's is okay. Schinderhan's lost an eye. Jesus, I didn't notice that. The Navy scientist lost an eye. Porter is high. Mio has lost both eyes. Okay, so Major has a scar. Oh, it's reducing his efficiency, but he's not in pain. It's on his leg. He's okay. Vassal has shattered 2 ribs and lost his right pinky finger, but he's not in pain. Dragoner's not in pain. Little Miss Hicksey's not in pain. Bitterritter has an artery blockage. She'll need a replacement heart at some point. At the age of 28. Ouch. Okay. Poppycock, here we go. An old gunshot wound in the left leg, which is causing pain. How much pain? A little bit of pain. Is it worth a pain stopper? I don't know. What about Bweep? He's already quite depressive. No, he's okay. Ah, here we go. Yes, Neville. Right. Neville has a scar on his brain somehow. It's not as if brain tissue can scar, but it must be poetic license. So we basically hit Neville. Neville was a bandit who attacked the base over here. While he was trying to get away, I used a type of archaeotech, a sort of psychic lance to stun him. It does have a chance of brain damage, however, and it has hurt him. So he's experiencing constant pain, quite acute pain, actually. And his torso, he has a stab scar as well. So he is actually hurting. Minus 10 debuff. Right, I think, Neville, you are worthy of a pain stopper, I think. So, I'm going to cue him for surgery. Okay. Implant a pain stopper chip into his brain. Now, there is a chance it will fail. Let's turn on this sun lamp in the infirmary. Neville, could you please... Could you eat something before... I know you're not supposed to eat before surgery, but you're going to be in that infirmary unconscious for a while, so let's make sure you can at least eat. Doesn't pain stopper give a 50% efficiency? Probably, but a slight drop in their efficiency is a worthy sacrifice to, take off a permanent minus 10 mood debuff. Particularly somebody who is quite trigger happy and a psychopath with a sword. Unroofed Glitterworld medicine, yes, but not for long. It's about to be used in a surgery. Shouldn't be a problem, Chewbacca. Okay. Right, Bitterritter. Where's my doctor? Poppycock, over here. She's working the mine. Have you eaten? She has. Could you please report to the infirmary? Poppycock. Also, we need to get you to drop that shield belt. Thank you, the green idiot. Thank you very much. Power is indeed low. We've put in 2 backup batteries, but power is low, yes. Okay. Bitterritter, could you haul in that Glitterworld medicine? Neville's getting food. Yeah, get something to eat. Is he still high? He's got hypothermia. He's not high anymore. Why is there a sun lamp in the infirmary? To provide maximum light, which will improve surgical success chance. Unless it has changed. That used to be the case. Oh, cancel that unfinished alpaca-wool trousers. Right. Poppycock is now waiting in the infirmary. Cool. Neville's just going to have his food. Thank you, Bristowy. Thank you very much, Bristowy. Thank you. Right, here we go. So he's off to get his surgery. Poppycock, please get ready to perform the operation. Right, so Neville, go to the infirmary. Dr. Poppycock, please prioritize operating on Neville. Porter, could you just clean that dirt there? If we keep the infirmary clean with a nice silver tiled floor, then infection rates will be quite low, in theory. Indeed, I have tried Prison Architect. I was one of its early access, Kickstarter backers. Okay, Porter is harvesting some rice. Fabulous. Are you sure? Well, I don't know for certain. Let's just get the surgery done, then we'll switch off the light. Right, Poppycock has retrieved the pain stopper from the storage room. Also, while I remember, let me just send up Major to get that gun that's sitting in the snow before it continues to rust. Okay, so Poppycock is now performing brain surgery on Holy Neville. So Holy Neville is a 34-year-old former bandit and crime lord who finally joined the colony after a long persuasion session in our cells. And Poppycock is a 23-year-old, also former bandit, who is a... well, she has bloodlust, you see, which is a slight conflict of interest. A doctor who gets excited by blood. But, you know, I suppose she picked the right career choice. A flash storm is occurring. It's over in Morningwood. I'll be alright. Okay. There we go. No more pain, Neville. Success or failure, no more pain. Success! Surgery success. Excellent. So, there we go. His debuff has gone. He is no longer in pain. Excellent. So, yes, he will have a slight reduction to his efficiency, I believe. So, efficiency is 50%. But, at the same time, he is no longer in pain, which is pretty good. It also means that as he is a fighter, he will not be easily taken down, because obviously he cannot feel pain. So, he will keep fighting. Keep fighting hard. So, yeah, we'll give him a good sword and a shield. A energy shield. Oh, okay, Lulu. Sorry, dog just... You're right, honey. Oh, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Sorry, she's pooping. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Good poop. Right on the pad. Well done. Sorry, bear with me. Good girl. Who did I hurry up? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Who's my good girl? Yes. There we go. Ooh, blimey. Right, there we go. Sorry, just had to, basically in the corner of my flat, there is a plastic mat that's down, and on top of that plastic mat, there is a sort of a square puppy pad, which is basically like the same material that you make nappies out of, as in it absorbs odours, and she did a poop in the middle, and the command to do that is hurry up, so I just stand over her and say it, and she will go, and so I just wanted to make sure that she got praise, and she got a chicken heart, which is a little treat that she likes from the freezer, and then I just grab the corners of the pad, put it into a plastic bag, tie a knot on it, done. So, good girl, well done. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. She's just at my feet looking up at me. Right. Isn't that the responsibility you have with the dog? Indeed, it is not only just your responsibility, it is your legal obligation. To not clean up after them is against the law, something I've had to remind some people in the local park. It is not an optional thing. If you own a dog, you have to legally clean up their mess. That's the worst command for pooping. What would you have picked, Alasko? Take a shit! Nah! And they just stand over there yelling until they do. Yeah, chat. What command would you use to make your dog poop? Sorry, River. Sorry. Hurry, shit, quick! Dump time in capital letters. Touchdown, just do it. Brexit. Brexit? Nigel Farage, you would say. And she would take a huge shit. Yeah, well, you know. It's encourage. Shut up! I'm trying to encourage her. God save the Queen. Poopy doopy. Just do it. Just stand over her doing the pose. Just do it. Nothing is impossible. Don't let your dreams be dreams. What's she doing now? She's just sitting next to me. Oh yes, turn off the... Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. I did forget. So we can turn off the sun lamp now. Pixie, could you do that? Right, so, yes, Neville's... item stash opportunity, 24 hours. So Bashkir, Prime Councillor of the Republic Treaty of Hattinor, so we get along quite well with them. So it's another settlement nearby, has informed us of a collection of valuable items not far from us. The collection consists of a bionic leg. That might be worth going for. Unfortunately, it won't last. Others will take the item in 15 days if we don't. Beware, valuables tend to attract danger. Unfortunately, Bashkir has no idea who or what, if anything, might be guarding the stash. Bashkir is willing to tell us the location of the stash in exchange for 182 silver. That's a drop in the ocean insofar as our silver reserves are concerned. Sure, so let's pay him. So I've paid him some silver for the location of a stash. Now, I can form a caravan, so let's just select 3 random people. Estimate the time to the destination. Now, it will take me about 4.8 days to get there. However, and 9.5 days for the return journey if we sent a caravan. I do, however, have drop pods, so I could send multiple drop pods and then only have to worry about the return journey, which is 4.8 days. So, is it worth doing? So hang on. So if I were to send people, I would probably send my fighters. I would send Porter, my bodyguard. I would send Kaz, the builder, and I would send... Where's Neville? He's still in the infirmary, so does he not count? Or am I being blind? I'm probably just being blind. Right, hang on. So, Major in his place. Pick someone heavier. Okay. Right, so if I were to send these 3, and I were to send them over here, so about 3.7 days. Oh, I see, it depends on the person. Right. Let's give them 4.5 days of food. Let me just estimate. So, do I have enough pemmican? 3.9 days. So all of my pemmican, 345, in order to make the return journey. So the question now is 345 units of pemmican worth a single bionic leg? What does the chat think? A single bionic leg is worth about 1,500 silver. You can get lots of pemmican for that. Might be worth it. It's a little yay or nay, either way. Yes, we will be sending drop pods, Toby, of course. So then, in addition, lots of fuel. About 450 units of fuel, approximately. I don't think it's worth it. I'm sort of changing my mind a bit. The adventure is there. But that's a lot of fuel and a lot of pemmican for what is just something we can buy off a trader. You know? Is it only the bionic leg? Well, there might be humans there we can fight. There might be things that we can disassemble. There might be robots that we need to fight. Maybe. Not worth the lives. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip this one. Even though adventure is sometimes tempting, it is the height of winter. So we're in the height of winter. We need to take combat clothing, which won't be as insulative. It gets to -60 at night. You know? I think there's a high chance of casualties. I'm going to skip this one. Sorry, I know that people want to see it. But I think the risk of death is too high. If it were summer, maybe I'd probably... And we had a bit more chem fuel. This is it. This is all our chem fuel. I have no other reserve. So if something went wrong, there'd be no further chem fuel drops with, like, med supplies or whatever. I don't think it's worth it. I think it will cost me somebody. Okay. Right then. Cool. Neville is on his feet again with a pain stopper. So even though he's got those scars, he's now... Yeah, he now no longer has the pain debuff. So hopefully his mood should improve. Excellent. Send one of my weak animals there to see what's there. That's a bit harsh. That's really harsh. That's like sending like a chimpanzee ahead. Is my pemmican? Does my pemmican have a good storage room? Yeah, sort of. It's just over here, next to the drop pods. That's also true, Blue Spartan. Sorry, Blue Spartan has pointed out an error on my part, in that I don't have to travel as far. Therefore, I do not need as much fuel. It's not that far at all, is it? It's actually much less fuel. So that is an error on my part. Even still, I don't think in the middle of winter, it's probably not worth it. This is as harsh as the climate is going to get up here. This is not the time to go sauntering through the snow in a blizzard. Okay. Right, it's currently 7 in the evening in the colony. The hydroponics bays are powering down. Our power reserves are still a little bit of power, but we need more. The wind turbine, low wind right now. No solar output right now, obviously because it's nighttime. And the turrets are mostly still offline. So we need to get the turrets... We did buy a bunch of components recently. Could I make sure that those components... Was I too slow? No, I wasn't too slow. Let's get the components into this component assembly table so we can at least have 2 people making components to speed things up. So, where is Bitterritter? There you are. Before you go to bed, Bitterritter, can I just ask that you haul the component... Yes, haul all of the components over here to make sure that they are reserved and we do not use them on something small. What do I do with the dead colonists? They are buried here in the hydroponics bay, in these graves or sarcophagi. I will put a... Yeah, I'm going to put like a proper place somewhere. Put the sarcophagi somewhere, like in a sealed room. Somewhere, yeah. Outside of the hydroponic bay. What are you doing? She doesn't know. She doesn't know she's being watched. Hang on. You okay? What are you up to, honey bunny? Are you tunneling? Are you trying to get comfy? Are you okay? Oh, honey. Look at that face. I think she's she wants attention, doesn't she? She's getting annoyed because she's not getting attention. Am I being horrible? Am I being a horrible owner by ignoring you? Am I being a horrible owner? Yes. I'm being a mean, horrible, horrible owner. Who could ignore a Frenchie, eh? I know. I know. Sorry. Just doting on her. Right, okay. Oh. Yeah, I am as white as the driven snow. I'm aware of that. Right, okay. Okay, Jen and Bweep are fucking. Congratulations. So Jen, the 26-year-old tribal, is shagging Bweep, the 27-year-old actor. So Bweep is a fairly new arrival to the colony. Isn't he quite neurotic? No, he's not. He's depressive. Yeah, so he's very depressive and very abrasive. He's good with crafting. Didn't we assign him? Yeah, we assigned him to smithing things, didn't we? But I switched off the smelter for power reasons, so I guess he's bored. So he's occupying himself by getting inside Jen. Jen is, yeah, she's our native tribal lady and chef. She's had a bit of an antagonistic time here. She's been sent to the infirmary a couple of times by a beatdown by other colonists, particularly Maximo, the cannibalistic doctor, who is dead. Maximo wanted to eat her, and Maximo fell in combat in the defense of the colony, and Jen made a point to incinerate his body as a bit of petty revenge. So Maximo did not get buried. Maximo got burnt by Jen. So I guess Jen's in a happy place. She's found a significant other. Yes, the minigun in the prison is probably not the best idea, truth be told. Okay, everybody's sleeping, apart from Bitterritter, who is still working on that assembly table. Yes, please, Bitter, if you could. It's just a bit of a high priority right now. Okay. There we go. Is that all of them? You haven't taken the components. Okay, do it in the morning. Okay. I just need to make sure that I get her to do it. I have 16 days to get it. I can wait until the later part of spring. That's not... Yeah, I suppose, Blue Spartan. We'll see. And we'll try and make a bit more pemmican, maybe. How many... fine meals? We have quite a few fine meals. Right, let's prioritise the pemmican. So have both of them, please, manufacture pemmican. A lot of pemmican, please. So pemmican is it's a preserved food stuff. It's pretty there. Doesn't taste very good, but it's basically jerky. But yeah, it will at least last a long time. Hi, little Miss Hixie. Yes, your colonist is doing quite well. She's settled in well. She still gets along well with Bitterritter. So you've taken up Kaz's dorm over here. And I'm going to be having you working on the main component bench while Vassal works on the second. Okay, it's 5 in the morning. Some people are already awake. Neville is touching alpaca for some reason. Ryoma is... No, please. I need the components for the assembly table. For the component assembly table. Thank you, Duke. Thank you very much, Duke. Laxi says, if the colour of my skin is accurate, then I'm even more whiter than you are, and you're a basement dweller. Well, I'm not... Yeah, I do have to spend a lot of time indoors editing videos. I get the impression a lot of people don't realise just how long it takes to edit videos, so I spent the last 2 years pretty much indoors. Yeah. I don't get a lot of sun. That is the nature of an editor. Cool. Okay, so I just need this table built. No, don't use those components. Ryoma's getting more steel. Okay, I'm going to disallow access to the components so we don't go through them, because it's super important now. Yep. No access to the components. Okay, so where's Bitterritter? There you are, she's eating in the dining room. Right, instead of working... Yeah, component assembly table. And also make a chair for Vassal to sit on. It takes an hour per minute. No, it takes a day per... Wait. Yes, it takes a day per minute. Not an hour. It takes about 8 hours per minute. Well, that's an exaggeration. Like 5 to 6 hours per... It depends on how complicated the scene is. Thank you, Rangman. Thank you. Like last night, I did a bunch of scenes where the text was just static at the bottom of the screen. Easy. Easy peasy. And then, like, yesterday I spent the whole time working on, like, a 28-second segment where lots of pews were going, like, all over the place and bouncing off the walls and going through and behind objects, so you had to mask everything. Did I have my dog's tail removed, and if so, why? No, she's a French bulldog. Look, she's a, oh dear, zoomed in. She's a Frenchie. Frenchies have very, very small tail. She does have a tail. It's just very hard to. Hang on. She does have a tail. I'm sorry to touch you, honey. So it's like, hang on. There's like a fold of. Where is it? Don't touch her butthole. Hang on. So it's here. I can feel it. So there's like a fold of skin. It's like a pig's tail. It's like curled up. So it's like. I can't. She's sitting in a position where I can't show it. It is there. It's just curled up like a spring, like a tiny little pig's tail. And it's also a great big flabby bit of skin around the back, which is keeping it concealed. It is also a bit of a favourite spot for fleas, so I've got to get in there with the flea comb. Mercifully, she really, really enjoys the flea comb. Like, she gets really excited whenever the flea comb comes out. She sits there and goes, oh, and then whenever I'm flea combing her butt, she just sits there and her tongue goes, like, she starts mlemming. You know how cats do when they enjoy something? She sits there and the tongue comes out. And I'm sitting there going, I'm just looking at her going, don't make this weird. Stop making it weird. But yeah, she really enjoys getting a flea comb on the bum, which is good because that's where they tend to be. Do I have a problem with her anal glands? Nope, not yet. So far so good. Shinderhan's is building that wall. That's fine. But yes, she does have a tail. It's just very small, like a pug. It's sort of curled up like a little pig's tail. Okay, where's Bitter Ritter? So, running out of time, just looking at the time. Ooh, your text message, what's this? Just spam. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Yes, I just need to get this component assembly table operational. A few more journeys will be needed, Jen. Shinton's, what are you doing? Hauling slate. Could you work on these wires? That would be most useful. And then we can have that redundancy fixed. Cats don't blame when they enjoy something, they do it in a place when touching it is overly sensitive. Sure, well, I'm just saying that Lulu enjoys it and she sticks her tongue out. She sits there and she starts like, she clearly enjoys it. You can tell that she, you know, if she didn't enjoy it, she would try and get away from me. She sits there and she goes, all of her muscles start relaxing and she starts sort of, you know, she just goes like jelly in your hands. She loves it. The moment I get the damn flea comb, she's like, like she knows what this means. Okay then. Bitter. Oh, of course, she needs the components now. Good. Right. Bitterita, please get it operational. Yeah, probably, Judge. I mean, when it gets warmer, and hopefully the volcanic winter ends soon. How often am I cleaning the snow off the path? It should just be a constant. We should have somebody doing it. Normally, major brain damage, but he's busy cooking and eating. Oh no, he's off to clear the snow. Good. Speak of the devil. There we go. Oh, okay, a little bit. Oh, crap. Nope, power's still okay. Right, Bitterrit is working on it. Fab. There we go. Operational. And let's add the job to make components. Please do it until we have... Whoop, that's way too many. Ah! No! Okay, 50 components. Please just drop them on the floor. And please make sure that the person doing it has a high skill ceiling. Alright. Yeah, so let's have both of them do it. And I will suspend the make stuff job here until later. It is more important that we get the components so we can build turrets. Lots of turrets. Yes, I do have a hunting lodge over here, really. A hunting lodge slash lumber mill, but we've abandoned it for the moment. Am I ignoring you, Chenny? What have I done? And Finny? Were you trying to get my attention? Yes, indeed, Paladin. Yes, I'm probably of the same mindset of you as you. I find overlays and alerts a bit. Like, obviously, there's an alert for the sake of subbing, because obviously people are supporting you, and you need to make sure that they get recognition. He says, even though he sometimes misses them because I suck. Sorry, but yes. All in all, you want as much focus as possible on the game. You want to try and explain what's going on. You're a streamer, so you're basically... Oh, hang on. Okay, no, it's this meat here, right. Yes, you are streaming the game. You are the presenter for the gameplay. It's not about you. It's an important thing to remember when you're streaming. It is not about you. You are just putting on a performance. So you've got to focus on the performance. Right, so right now, what is he... Porter... Oh, I see, he just replaced some shitty trousers. Oh, it's because I made some new trousers. Okay, so it's currently 10 in the evening. People are winding down. What's Vassal doing? Making trousers. Could you please cancel that job? We'll make trousers later. Yeah, I don't like that either, Masuko. Just, you know... Because then it just becomes a spam fest, doesn't it? Like a chat room is just full of people going, whoa, and just spamming icons and shit. You can't have a conversation in that, can you? Just fucking, it's like an AOL, you know, the fucking AOL notification, like pizza, happy face, pointing a gun. It's like, the fuck, just talk like a normal fucking adult. You're not 12. You shouldn't be. Oh, hang on. I didn't mean to turn these lights off. Major break risk. Yes, who is that? Neville. What's wrong? I gave you a pain stopper. Rebuffed. Oh, he's trying to bum Little Miss Hixie. Okay, Neville is trying to flirt with Little Miss Hixie, and Little Miss Hixie shot him down. Attempted to woo. Oh, the drama, everybody. Sorry, Little Miss Hixie, you homewrecker. So Little Miss Hixie tried to flirt with Bweep, and Bweep is currently shagging Jen. So Jen and Bweep are together, and then Little Miss Hixie attempted to woo Bweep into a romance, but Bweep rejected Little Miss Hixie. Rejected indeed. Okay. So, you know, she was trying to be a side hoe. She was like, come on, let's go to the hydroponics bay where no one can see us. And at the same time, Neville is it's a love triangle. It's a love triangle, folks. Neville is trying to get with Little Miss Hixie. But he was rebuffed. Oh, he got the cold shoulder. It feels bad, man. Neville, solidarity. We're with you. Oh, dear. He doesn't even like her that much. Aren't you a psychopath? He's a psychopath. And sorry, he must really like her then. For a psychopath. Look, psychopaths have zero social ability. So he likes Little Miss Hixie. Oh, because Little Miss Hixie recruited him. Oh, it's Stockholm syndrome. Oh no! Oh no! So Little Miss Hixie recruited Neville when he was a bandit, and was his only contact with the colony. Brought him food, talked him into joining after a long time. But Neville is finally out of that prison and realizes that it was just a recruitment thing. Oh man, this has got to go on the spreadsheet. We've got to come up with some creative roleplay thing for this. Neville has been spurned. Sorry, Neville has been spurned. Sorry, Neville has been spurned. Oh no. What will he do? He's probably going to write a love letter in really broken English. Thank you, Sai1001. Thank you very much, Sai. Thank you. That's most. Oh, Neville's in the chat. Hi, Neville. Hi, Neville. Look, we're with Neville. We're with you. We're with you, man. Cold shoulder. Cold shoulder indeed. Solidarity with Neville, folks. Sorry, fuck what I said a minute ago. Let's get some hashtag solidarity up in here. The rest of this website's a shit show. No, no reason why this should be the exception. Hashtag solidarity, Neville. We're with you, Neville. Thank you, Klinghan. Thank you very much, Klinghan. Thank you. Neville says, "Fuck you." Yes, of course. No, not me. Her. You want to fuck? No, never mind. I could be a real bastard. I could be a real bastard and do... Hang on. Oh, they're shagging. Right. I'm going to be a real bastard and I'm going to assign this bedroom over to Little Miss Hixie. Right. So Little Miss Hixie now sleeps here. So she gets to hear Jen and Bweep just, you know, just, you know, pounding away. And then Neville can stay there. He can, yeah, he's close enough. But yeah, Little Miss Hixie through this vent gets to hear it all. Right, okay, new day in the colony. Minus 58 this morning. Ooh, that's cold. 13th of December, so 3 more days until the end of winter, but it is a volcanic winter, therefore that temperature is not going to ease itself quickly. It's very cold outside, so it's heavy snow, hard snow. Yeesh. So yeah, travel between A and B wing is very slow. Thank you, Sherlock. Thank you very much, Sherlock. Thank you. That is most kind of you, Sherlock. Is that good? This is now operational. So these pumps are continuing to drain the moisture from this area, which will give me access to this for the sake of building. Oh, that's disgusting, Lulu. How could you burp in front of all these people? Why don't I build a fucking road between A and B? It's currently the turret kill zone. That's the trouble. I could redesign it. Ooh, cargo pods. Oh, watch your head. There were people there a short while ago. Chem fuel. Is that also 7? Oh, bastards. Oh, chem fuel. That's a wonderful... Neville has collapsed from food poisoning. Okay. Who prepared the food? Nah, it was... Yeah. Right, Neville's got food poisoning? Is it that bad that he collapsed? Ugh. Jesus Christ. Okay. Can we get him to the infirmary? Poppycock. Rescue Neville. Also, this place is filthy. Yellow, you're supposed to be cleaning it. I suppose you're handling the animals now, aren't you? Crap. A broken heart. Yeah. And food poisoning. Okay. Right, chem fuel. Super useful. We'll take that away into the colony. I'd make a great doctor. Eh? Don't know what you mean, Valley. Do cargo pods ever crash through the ceiling? I don't think they do. I'd be wrong. Ah, good. So both Vassal and Little Miss Hixie are simultaneously working on components. It is quite chilly in that room, however. Let us put down another heater just to warm it up. Okay. They do crash through the ceiling. Ugh. Supreme Commander later, Chinny. Maybe. I'm still in the mood for Company of Heroes, truth be told. We've could do with a few more games of that. I want to play the Germans for a bit. What is the time? Right, it's 3 minutes past 1, so I need to wrap this up in a moment because I do need to get on with my job today, which is editing for YouTube. A few more minutes. Good. Wow, we've got lots of permacan now. 729. Good. Very good. I'm also going to allow access to the elk corpses and also unsuspend the butcher creatures so we can break down their meat and get it into the freezer. Thank you, BassBoy2000. Thank you, BassBoy. Not sure, Strikers. Don't know. Too early yet. Thank you, Budget. Thank you. Right, okay then. Good, so they're working together to seal this outside. Now, I was going to put a couple of bedrooms here, actually. Or something. Yeah. A couple of heated bedrooms, thick outer wall. And then perhaps move 2 of these further over here. Yes, indeed, Corporal Ijuk. Yes, actually, sorry. I'm going off on tangents when I shouldn't. I'm being naughty because I just mentioned the part about keeping the audience in the game. There was actually a very interesting video that I saw recently, which was a mindset that I'm actually copying. Hang on, it's from what's the name of the YouTuber? So that you know that video that talks about the way in which I edit. There's actually this one, and I didn't realize I was following this rule. But it's explained quite well. So there's this video by Captain Christian. Right. So have a look at, well, when you got the time, it's not super essential. But basically, he points out that the Disney company actually had a bit of a sort of like a rule when it came to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and they called it Bump the Lamp. And I kind of realized that that's kind of what I'm doing when I'm editing. Basically, bumping the lamp refers to, instead of keeping a static light source when it comes to animating something, intentionally move it around, forcing you to go to great lengths in order to animate something, in my case frame by frame, but in that case sort of, you know, cell by cell for the animation in order to shade it properly. But no, have a look at the video. It explains quite well the mindset that I think I'm using in my animation, which is where I'm intentionally going over the top to try and sell a particular illusion. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But just have a look at the thing and it'll make more sense. But I thought, yeah, that's a good point. I think that's perhaps what I've accidentally been doing. It's not some intentional design thing. It's just me being a over editor. But yeah, so have a look at that. It's a pretty good video essay. Thank you, Unusual. Thank you very much, Unusual. Did the link get deleted? Oh, okay. It's if it got deleted, it's called Who Framed Roger Rabbit: The 3 Rules of Living Animation. And it kind of discusses how there are rules when it comes to animating, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit breaks them intentionally to try and sell a particular illusion. Thank you, Rakeron. Thank you, Rakeron. Thank you. And of course, the illusion that I'm trying to sell is to make it look like the text is physically attached to the player, you know, to the character speaking, which is sometimes easier said than done. But yeah, it's a good video, I say that. Okay then. This is a side room I put here just in case we get like a problem. I don't really need... No, I should leave them powered up. We can't anticipate an invasion. Are any admins on the ZF server? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even know who the admins are. There's very little coordination in this clan. Right. So it's 3 in the afternoon. Almost got that bit sealed. Good. Vassal's working on more components. Let's get the turrets back in play. So putting down turret blueprints. Whoops. Oh, good. They've already got these installed. Mio is still working on that drill bit. We're going to need these ones here as well. You watched it the other day. It is good, isn't it, Swerdner? I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Herd migration, Muffalo. Yeah! Brilliant. Let's take it. Okay, so our food reserves are not bad, but we can certainly do with more. So here we have a migration of Muffalo. Now, I need to get Kaz back to the base urgently, because the trouble is they could rampage, and if they rampage, it could be a bit of a pain in the arse, because we could be sealed out from A and B wing. Therefore, I'll get everyone over to A wing, just in case it happens. We haven't yet sorted out an alternate route. Get everyone over here to safety, bring out our hunters and break out the mortars. Right, so we're going to start hitting them and shooting them and trying to trigger a sort of enrage event where the Muffalo go crazy and try to kill us. Let's also make sure that the animals are good. They're already restricted to the home area because of the cold. Right, let's go. Trouble is, Kaz is so far out. Okay, Jen, please man that mortar. Porter, please man the mortar. Yeah. Very good. And please begin the shelling. I'm rather hoping we should be okay. They won't get triggered by mortar. Only gunshots, I hope. Okay. Why not tame them? We don't really have the land able to sustain them insofar as feeding is concerned. Right, seal the side entrance just in case we have any problems. Okay. Now, let's get people inside. Right, so Mio, move inside to the rec room. Major to the rec room. Poppy, you got a sniper rifle, move to the front. Ryoma to the rec room. Shindahan to the front. Yellow, where's your gun? Oh, Christ. Yellow's dropped his weapon somewhere. Take that normal charge rifle. Didn't you have like a brilliant... I gave you a really good rifle. Dragoner, you're ready with your weapon. Porter's on the mortar. Dweep over here, you're a pacifist. Little Miss Hixie, you're also a pacifist. Vassal has a sword, so that's not going to help. Porter, can you move over here and I'll have Neville take over. Neville's passed out in the infirmary with food poisoning. Ignore that. Carry on. Okay. Right, so again, we've got to be a little careful because if we play our cards incorrectly, they could go berserk and basically, whoops, they could go berserk and basically cause problems. Right, so Poppycock does have a shield belt. Good spot, thank you. So she can't fire with a shield belt active, so I'm going to... Yeah. Right, so we'll hunt these fuckers and then I'll go off and do my job. So let's just have Major retrieve that. Haul it in, please. Nice hit. Right, here we go. So, could you all please open up on that? Dragon move there. Obviously, the risk is that they're going to go berserk on us, and we, you know, they'll outrun us. So we just need to play this a little cautiously. No going super crazy. Are they clumped up sufficiently? Yeah, should be okay. I mean, the mortar... Nah, she save mortar shells. Yeah, no. This is silly. Mortar shells are going to be super important for later. You both got guns. Go and join the hunt. Yeah, let's not waste precious mortar shells on. Turn on the turrets? No, the turrets. If the Muffalo go crazy, I have too few turrets to successfully defeat them. The turrets will be destroyed, and that will be a loss of steel, which would suck. Okay, is that all of them? How many is that? That doesn't look like all of them. That looks like just one of them. We should be okay. Yep. See, that's the event that I'm looking for. Where they all go berserk and charge us. Very good. Very good. Keep going. Keep engaging. Again, be careful. We do not underestimate Muffalo, because they tend to be giant, walking, fluffy tanks. Keep whittling them down. Thank you, Plogren. Thank you, Plogren. Thank you. Right, you guys move up here. Again, we need to play this carefully. Major break risk. Dragoner, you'll be okay for the minute. Right. Now I'm trying to trigger them into an enraged state. Just remember that. So if they go enraged, this is kind of what I want, because then the food doesn't go. Yep. Wait for them to just appear around that gap. Open up. Thank you, Saints Terror. Thank you very much, Saints. Thank you. Bitterita, I'm sorry, my dear. You shouldn't be there. Please report back to the rec room. I also need to see... Yellow. You stand down, Yellow. In fact, could you also just head to the rec room? They're going to get in on the top right. They shouldn't be able to get in. Okay. So far, so good. Just whittle them down. Watch yourself. So far, so good. Carry on. Okay, it's minus 50 degrees. It's fucking chilly. Most of the herd is getting away. If some get away, that's fine. I mean, we're getting lots of food from this, which is lovely. Okay, bit of it to get inside, then I'll let everybody in the rec room go get some rest. Kill switches inside we could do, but stand down. For the turrets, you mean? But at the same time, oh, can they get outside here? They might. Steal that. At the same time, my guys are outside normally when we handle turrets, so you know, having the trigger inside is just a bit superfluous. Very good. Now we need to be very careful now, because if they do go enraged, we need to start running fast. We won't be able to down all of them before they go for us. Also, watch them on behind you. Very good. We might be able to handle them. I mean, they've thinned out a bit now. If they were all in one big clump, we'd be screwed. But they're kind of thinned out. So for those just joining the stream, I've just got my colonists trying to hunt down a herd of buffalo who are just passing through the ice sheet region. Thank you, Der Koala. Thank you very much, Der Koala. It is, however, worth noting that one of the risks is that they can go berserk and go charging towards us in a manhunting state, which can be a huge problem. Like that. Okay, can we... We can handle them. We can handle. Right? We can handle. Yeah. Pretty sure we can handle. Just its batch. Yep. Keep going. Okay, go. You two go for that one. Don't friendly fire each other. We're okay. Watch yourself. Mind that minigun. Good. Yeah, small batch. That's fine. Don't get greedy. Stand down. That's good. We're okay. We're okay. Right. Let the rest go. Don't get too far from the base because we're in thick snow. We don't want to have to slog for so... Yeah, it's fine. We're okay. So Poppycock, the doctor, took a slight injury. A headbutt. Yeah, she just got headbutted in the torso. She's cracked a rib, but beyond that, she's fine. Hooray! Food! We have food, everybody. Lots and lots of muff. Phrasing. Yep, open the doors. Everyone goes home for their evening meal and then bed. Okay, good. We'll get all this in the larder. Good. Okay, right, so it is 17 minutes past 1. I should go now, I'm afraid, because it's time for me to begin editing. Between now and 8 o'clock, I basically sit in this chair editing. I did have some appointments today, but they've been cancelled. So it's just same as usual, really. I'm just going to crack on with the editing. If you are... So I'm going to just pop out. So, yeah, Tundrafall continues. So far, so good. We're surviving on the ice sheet, this colony here. Thank you, Mr. Sealand. Thank you very much, Mr. Sealand. Right, if beneath the stream you'll find a Google sheet which is a little out of date. I need to update it with, say, the arrival of Curty, and then the death of Curty, and also the recent love triangle weirdness with Little Miss Hixie, Neville, and Bweep. And yeah, so I need to do that. So yeah, so what do I do now? So if you're a Twitch sub or a patron, I've sent you an email yesterday evening with an update on how things are going on the YouTube side of things. But the broad strokes for those who are not backers, it's... Hang on, I'm going to burp. So it's the third week of work. The videos normally take about 3 to 4 weeks to complete if they're 10 minutes long. This one, however, is 16 minutes long. Therefore, it's going to take longer. 5 to 6 weeks, really. Hang on. So yes, 5 to 6 weeks. 5 to 6 weeks of effort, and it's the third week. So I'm just going to kind of continue, and yeah, just gonna continue. Shit, Ancories. Damn. Could one of my are my mods helping out there? Could one of my mods help out? I don't know if they're still doing that. Anchorers. You could have a word with them. I need to go and get on with the editing. Right. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Finny. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you. Anyway, right. So going to just go away, get on with the editing. She's gonna sleep. Good girl. She's got some white fluff there. She's got like a pillow fluff or something on her chest. So yeah, just going to get on with work. Right, so in a minute, I imagine Cyanide will probably be online because he tends to turn up around this time. Oh, good, he's on. Holy shit. Where did he go live? Starting soon. He went live. Cyanide went live. Oh, good. He went live about 20 minutes ago, approximately. Cool, that's convenient. I will hand you over to him. So what's he doing? He's currently...
I do because I'm an idiot. That's my biggest tip to you right now.
Ooh, Miramar.
He's playing in a group of 4. I don't think I know any of them, but he's playing in a group of 4. So I'll hand you over to him then. So, right, cool. So yeah, this is Cyanide. Yeah, so say hi and yeah, have a lovely afternoon. So I'm just going to get on with work. So take care, and this is Cyanide.
I'm gonna keep with fake indoor plants. Outdoor